Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to make a video on Mirage. So Mirage, if you don't know, she's a pretty cool frame in what she can do. So your passive for Mirage, sliding lasts 85% faster and acrobatic maneuvers are 50% faster. So just straight up parkour velocity. Your first ability, Hall of Mirrors, you clone yourself and your clones do 26.4% of your damage. Your third ability, Sleight of Hand, you put a booby trap on the ground and it will detonate when the enemies do it. It'll blind them and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Your third ability, Eclipse. If you hold it, it will reduce the damage that you take from all enemies, and if you tap it, it will give you a damage boost for your weapons. I have it flipped, which I made a video about that setting you can change in my quality of life video, which I'll put in the cards. But it's a 90% damage reduction and 264% damage increase for your weapons. And then your fourth ability is what this build will revolve around, Prism. You throw out this little ball and it does all kinds of crazy stuff, blinding them and detonating and all kinds of stuff. I also have two Archon Shards for Mirage. I have an Amber casting speed and a Tau Forged Amber casting speed. So overall we have about 64% increased casting speed, because her forecasts pretty slowly, if I must say. So for the build, which I'm going to preface this before anyone says it in the comments, yes, I do not have an Exilus slot. If I did have this, I would throw in Power Drift. If you don't want Power Drift, you could also throw in this one, Coation Drift, or you can throw on Prime Sure-Footed. Or if you really want more speed, you can throw on Rush. I don't have it because I have not invested into that slot yet. So, going on with the build, for our Aura mod we have Corrosive Projection, which causes nearby enemies to lose 18% of their armor. We have Vitality. If you don't want this, which I'm planning to swap it out later, throw on Blind Rage or Transient Fortitude for more strength. Then we have Streamline for more efficiency, Stretch for more range, Primed Continuity for more duration, Umbral Intensify for more ability strength, Adaptation for another 90% damage resistance, and Flow for more energy. And then we have Arcane Energize for more energy and Molt Augmented for more strength. Now here's the mod that the whole build is revolving around. This is Prism Guard. Prism Guard, it causes your 4, normally you would like throw it out and then it would just kind of go in a straight line until its duration ended. But with this, it floats above you and follows where you go rather than just going where it wants to. So this build is basically you pop your 3 for your weapon damage, pop your 1 to clone yourself, and then hit your 4 and just kind of run around, and the 4 will kill everything in the area, given the chance. And with this build, because we have the duration increase, instead of lasting 4 seconds like the mod says, it lasts 5.8, but that's why we have 2 casting speed Archon Shards, because then as soon as it ends, you can throw it right back out. This build also, I'm running Zeneric for more energy. So this build, I mostly use for Duviri stuff, or for relic farming, or for leveling stuff up in Sanctuary Onslaught. I also use this build mostly when I was farming out Kome, because Kome, she took a decent amount of time to farm out. So this build, I'll go here, against the Murmur. So this build is a pretty good one. I like it a lot. I mostly use it for lower level content though, because it's not anything that's going to blow away Steel Path, unless you want to use Mirage as like a weapons platform with this one and use her 4 as more of a blind utility. But the way I use her is just relics and Sanctuary Onslaught for leveling up weapons, because your 4 is really nice to have because it's just huge clear. So for Mirage in this build, you can see her passive going in here. So what I normally do for Mirage is keep her 3 active at all times, because it is just such a big weapon damage bonus that it's really, there's no point to not have it active. And then basically what you want to do is run up to your group of enemies of choice, which I'll just kind of show it off on these little goobers. So you hit 4, you throw it out, and you don't and that's what it does. And then as you run around with it behind you, it will just continue to blow up enemies. You don't even really have to play the game with this build. That's why I mostly just use it for relics or defense missions, mostly. Because you can just go to the target, stand on top of it, pop your little ball, and there's nothing they can really do about it. Like, your 4 gets active, and you just kind of walk, and the enemies will fall over, which is super nice, and it makes farming relics really easy. Not that it's not already easy, but this just makes it, you know, another level of easiness on top of it being already pretty chill. This build, I play this one when I want to chill, you know, relax a little, just walk around, watch a video on the second monitor or something. Because your 4 will take care of everything. And then I'm playing solo, so I don't really have any teammates to bounce off of. But it does use a little bit of energy, which is why I recommend running Xeneric with it. It's about 30 energy, I think it was down there. But yeah, that's pretty much this build. You just kind of walk around. This is going to be a shorter video because this build's pretty simple as well. But that's the build. This is Prismagard. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.